Congratulations on the film. Amazing job. You're probably the most terrifying super villain monster that I've seen in quite a while. But you play Kyle, Tori's husband, and Tori has her blinders on when it comes to Brandon. Mm-hmm. But what's Kyle's point of view on Brandon?
Well, Kyle has always been skeptical. I mean, he is an alien we found in the woods. So I think from the get-go, you know, this couple has wanted a baby so desperately. And when he sees how much his wife is so elated with this baby and desperate to have a child, he goes along with it. And I think, you know, for the most part, for 12 years, it's been pretty good. Like, you know, and he's a normal kid for the most part. And only once he starts going through puberty do these changes start happening. And, you know, red flags keep coming up to him, and he is trying to, you know, have this conversation with the wife, but she really doesn't want to see her son as anything other than,
sure,
you know, the pure innocence that she saw when she picked him up in that pod. So that conflict is what's exciting and fun to play. And, but yeah, I mean, Kyle has always been a little like, I don't know. And by the time he actually puts two and two together that something is happening, it's too little too late.
Too little too late, and bad move taking young Brandon hunting. Jackson, congratulations, amazing performance, I got to say. There's a lot of intense scenes in this movie. Was there ever a time where things got a little too real for you on set? Because a lot of that stuff visually is just stunning.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I can't thank anyone more than the whole cast and the crew and director, producers, and everyone. I can't thank them anymore for the atmosphere that they created on set. Yeah, it never really heated up too much. It was always such a comfortable environment where I felt there was such a distinct separation between when the cameras were rolling and when they weren't, which really made it a warm environment and an atmosphere where I felt very at home.
I also want to talk about Brandon's look a little bit, because it's something that we're not very familiar with seeing. Now it's kind of, you know, especially in horror, you have these iconic looks. And he has this mask and this cape. Do you know how that came about?
Yeah, well, it's actually, it's made from his baby blanket, which is established in the beginning of the movie. That's what he's held in by Tori, and then that's what is on his bed throughout the course of the movie. And then at some point he chops it up and decides to use his mediocre sewing skills to make this terrifying mask and cape. And yeah, I do think it's a very iconic look, and it was a very powerful feeling whenever I had the mask on. So yeah, I think it was very effective.
Now, there's a parenting conundrum here a little bit of whether Brandon is born this way or if he's raised to be that way. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Oh, he's evil.
That's his destiny.
Well, look, the reality is he's got an alien voice in his head that only sort of starts when he gets into puberty.
Sure.
So if that voice wasn't in his head, maybe we could have guided him in a way that he didn't make his powers used for evil. But he does have that voice in his head. So I don't know if there's anything that we really could have done to stop that from happening. Although we are a little late to the game of actually putting two and two together that something's going on with him, which, falls on us, I think, as parents. But I think at the end of the day, he's a psychopath.
Right.
And, like, there's not much we could have done to stop that. You know, all the love in the world isn't going to change the alien in his head from not taking over the planet.